Hello, Twitch. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome in. Hello, El Capitano. Wasn't so much that I was muted, but rather I hadn't turned things on yet. That one's an unusual one to not be on because it, no, we're doing... I can turn it down even more, but... Yeah, okay. That's sort of what I was thinking. Anyways, I turn off the mic sets all the time, but the receiver I usually just leave plugged into my computer, because it both is sort of connected by USB and is powered by USB. I just leave it on. But I turned off my computer and turned it off because I didn't want to drain the battery, and then forgot to turn it back on. That was a sort of low grind. So I was originally planning on carving this lovely pumpkin down here in front of me here, but I will not be getting around to that tonight, I don't think. I think that was too much of a project for tonight on Friday. We'll see if I'm up to it on Sunday here. Start of every stream. Elfie! Thank you for that raid. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for that surprise raid. What were we up to today? Get myself some sugar here. Welcome in, everyone. I'm doing pumpkin chicken stew with sausage. Welcome in, Billum and Animal. I was originally planning to be carving some pumpkin tonight, but I think that's going to be on Sunday this week. However, on Wednesday I had my ingredient challenge, and it was just happened to be pumpkin. Chat just happened to vote for pumpkin this week. Just randomly. And so I already have a decent amount of roasted pumpkin, so I'm not going to be dealing with any roasting with this thing. This one's just going to be perfect carving. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Appreciate that. Cheers. Alright, so what am I starting with tonight? It would have been carving, but we are going to be doing... We're going to get into starting our stew right off the bat here. Pulling out the chicken that I marinated on, what was that, Wednesday? Got andouille sausage. Grab myself a couple of carrots. Some celery. El Capitano, thank you for that resub. That means I need your input. I need your thoughts. On this month's ingredient, or this month's project. I'm going to be making a barrel-aged cocktail. Actually, I'm getting the barrel here in the next couple of days. So I'm going to be barrel aging a cocktail, and I need your vote of which cocktail I should be barrel aging. You got the Vocar, you have Martinez, Negroni, Manhattan, or the Gin Martini. Lovely Lena, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, everyone. Gin Martini. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. Both earlier Raiders and new Raiders. Thank you for joining me. I'm Jason. I cook here on stream 4 nights a week. And tonight I'm making a pumpkin chicken and sausage stew. I'm getting started with veggies and pulling out the chicken so they can warm up. I previously marinated my chicken for this project. And pull out the plastic wrap here. In the liquid that I use for my jardiniere, which is a combination of olive oil and vinegar, but it's also got all the flavor from all of that jardiniere, all sorts of veggies in there, so beautiful flavor for this, for its marinating liquid. Chop up a few veggies here. Also, for anyone new into the channel, once you've been around for a little bit, you can change the camera settings, what the view is for everyone, using channel points. There's also some other fun redemptions there too. Hey Zeus. Welcome in, sir. How are you doing? Muffaletta is still amazing. I still got about a quarter of it left. El Capitano. I had pumpkin cinnamon rolls for breakfast and lunch and mostly for dinner last night. For anyone that missed those were not on stream. They were all in the Discord and on the interwebs, other places. It was nothing but a short little video of me pouring icing over the top of them. But I made the rolls themselves on Wednesday on stream. An okay Friday. Just okay. It's Friday. Like, it's just the beginning of the fun part. Welcome in, John. Oh, hey. Whose emote is that? this still doing out? Little red onion. I've been dyed. Nowadays, it's a lot harder for me. It used to be really never gave me any problems when I wore contacts. But number one thing that you can do to not make them irritate your eyes, use a sharp knife. Even though that knife is... I'm gonna start with searing chicken. Just gonna pull it straight from the marinade and right onto the stove. There's other tricks that do and don't work. I don't know that I really believe the whole ice water thing. Yeah, goggles. Goggles can work. Over on the stove, I'm heating up some oil. I've already got some chicken stock. This is leftover from the other night. I gotta tell you that my chicken stock, maybe I just gotta age my chicken stock a bit. Like, it's too fresh. Like, that smells 10 times more like Campbell's now than when it came out of the freezer. And there is certainly something to be said for certain fermentations and certain funk. I mean, we do all sorts of fermentation in food now. But even in the simpler things. So we got chicken in olive oil and flavored olive oil and chicken, olive oil and vinegar. I got the thighs, legs, and wings for this project. The wings are considerably smaller, so they'll cook up a little bit quicker. Give these a little time to shrink up, make more room in the pan for them anyways. Zoom right. I'm mostly just searing these for color right now, but if we can get them part of the way through, that'd be nice. I am sort of just planning on letting everything cook until it falls apart here. It's not like I got a whole bunch of the carcass or the backbone or the neck or anything like that to break down into small bones. There's nothing but pretty recognizable stuff left here, so I think I'm just going to let it all cook down into this. stove-only camera. Zoom left. Zoom right. Going in with our veggies here next. Oh, come on, camera. You can do better than that. There we go. Hey Will, welcome in. Hey Buns. Boo, we don't like being sick. That's the wrong type of boo on Halloween. Welcome in, Nan Reader. Need more salt. This is my own mixture of salt. Don't trust the box on the outside. Don't make assumptions by the box it's in what type of salt it is. Just hoping I don't run out of pepper by the time my new pepper arrives. I ordered it. It's in the mail. It was considerably cheaper than... what else am I gonna throw into this? Garlic powder. I think it was a pound. And it was a multicolor mix, even though I don't really believe that the colored peppercorns are anything but visually pretty. I'm not a big fan of, like, I should probably just order regular pepper, but I go for the multicolor stuff. Just some regular paprika there. White pepper has its uses. I haven't had any in a year or two. Yeah, John, that's primarily why people turn to white pepper, is they don't want the black flecks in something. There is a flavor difference. There's certainly a scent difference. bit more flour, a little more thickening power. And we'll give that a little more cook time. Nice buns. Alright, adding in all of that chicken stock. I'm going to heat the pan over on the other side of the stove now. On the stove. Over on the stove. Actually, that's a little premature. I gotta slice my sausage first. Chad, I'm gonna slice my sausage. Chat usually gets excited when I whip up my sausage. And this is the wrong pan to do this. We're going to do this in cast iron. Turn the temp down on this loveliness. And gonna add the chicken bits back in there. Just do along with all of it. I guess Buns is planning on ending on a high note. She's not playing the next scramble. Zoom left. Getting some color there. Not a ton yet, but we're getting some nice quick color. We have leftover pumpkin puree from Wednesday. Yes, it is that yellow. Turn the heat way down on those. I'm just going to let them continue to sizzle a bit. spider webs outside this window. I've had quite a few spiders hit the house this year. Not that this house always has a ton of spiders around, but they got my kitchen window pretty good this summer. And it's looking quite festive right now. Like, yeah. It's like they nicely framed out the window with cobweb, and the sun's hitting it perfectly right now. Turn the heat back up over here a little bit. Maybe double that. Yeah. Does that count as a pumpkin stew now? Zoom right. Now my last question here is, do I do potatoes in the stew or the stew over rice? We got any preferences, chat? You always do both. Whiskey vote and rice. Just different textures. Huh. Two votes for rice. Well, sort of 2.5 votes for rice. Yeah, I guess maybe we'll go with rice. Stove only camera. So I guess we'll cook some rice. I guess we'll cook some rice. Buns. In the scenario, you can only have one. Do you take kale, or do you take I had the word in my head like 20 seconds ago. Okra. You can only have kale or okra in your, I'm using air quotes, gumbo. Which do you choose?
Say, do you remember this old milk glass setting hen? Well, you know, milk glass was an early American favorite. And when the folks in the old days wanted something really delightful, they'd take one of their milk glass goblets and pour some very fine wine right into it. Well, now, you know, it's Welch's wine that is keeping this wonderful tradition alive. A real wine for folks who really want the best. Yes, today's answer to this age-old family tradition is Welch's family wine, the answer to warm hospitality and really gracious living, and the wine that so many Americans enjoy these wintry days. You know, there is very good reason for this ever-increasing popularity of Welch's wine. Now, you folks know that all sweet Concord kosher wines are made from grape juice. And everybody knows who has been making the very finest grape juice for the past 85 years. Welch's, of course. And that's right, the only kosher wine made from Welch's grape juice is naturally Welch's kosher wine. Now, when you want the best in grape juice, you buy Welch's. So, doesn't it make sense then, if you want the best and most delicious kosher wine, you insist on Welch's family wine? You get several bottles tomorrow. Try the half-gallon size. You enjoy the wine of all occasions. That's right, when it comes to wine, you'll do well to insist on Welch's.
Right alone, the San Francisco treat. Right alone, everybody's got the beat. Started out where cable cars play this song.
Now tried at home before very long.
Right alone, the San Francisco treat.
From San Francisco, famous for food, comes Rice-A-Roni, the exciting new side dish. Here at last is a welcome a change from potatoes. Now you can serve Rice-A-Roni, a delicious side dish with meat, chicken, or fish. And you make Rice-A-Roni in minutes. Everything's right in the box. A packet of soup base, rice, and vermicelli that you brown in butter. Add the special herb-flavored broth, and in minutes, rice-a-roni. Fluffy, fragrant. A wonderful change from potatoes.
Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment right. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment,
Make it coffee,
to enjoy that fresh aroma.
make it often,
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container, and for full flavor.
make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use one approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, one approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for that AFK, Zeeks. Welcome back, Buns. I have rice. I have water heating up. But I didn't get Buns' answer. I'm not repeating the question. I don't want Zeeks to unfollow and leave forever. Do I have any more of that stuff? We can use some of that, but if it is, it's absolutely buried, so I'm not. I will add some freeze-dried thyme to our stew tonight. And I am going to cut up some green onion to finish it with. I'd say that's up to enough of a boil for me to start my rice in it. Hey Slice, how you been? We got some lovely pumpkin chicken and sausage stew going on here. Used a hefty amount of the puree I made on Wednesday. Cooking some rice up over here. Questionably pumpkin gumbo. Okay. Flame off on the rice. Just letting that hang out for a bit. Well, if I was using chunks, yeah, I could see, yeah. But I started off with a puree, so it's more that I'm thickening it with the pumpkin than putting chunks in there and expecting them to hold up. Like, the only way that's ever going to work in a restaurant, like, the real problem with most soups is they're not treated like normal dishes. They're treated like soup. They're left to sit on a burner or in a bain-marie or on a hot table the entire, shift, instead of being prepared like a final dish where, okay, you've got roasted chunks of butternut that you'll give a quick saute to bring up to temp and then pour with the dish. Like, that gets into fine dining territory, but it's really the way that soup should be treated. Alright, Zeeks. What else we got going on here? Last minute before we're wrapping this up. Oh yeah, I need to cut up a little green onion. Might as well use up the last of this. Is getting up there. Give them a rinse. See if it'll liven them up slightly. Did I nutmeg? No. No nutmeg. I did lots of nutmeg in those pumpkin rolls, though. Those were delicious. There is Undewy. Zoom right. There is Undewy in here. Oops, how'd those get in there? Let the whites and the thicker parts cook away as I turn my music off by touching my earbud. But there is a fair amount of Undewy sausage in there. You can see a couple of rings of it there. I gave it all a good nice sear before I put it in. What I did was I gave it a good nice sear in a separate pan and then deglazed the pan with the pumpkin and mixed all of that in with the rest of the chicken and veggies, chicken stock. I didn't pay attention to. I didn't set a timer for my rice. I didn't pay attention to when I cut the flame. Need to wait at least 10 minutes on that, so I'm going to give it another, let's say another 5, just to be safe. If we leave it in there an extra minute or 2, it's not the end of the world. And I did leave bones in, but as I was saying before, I used the wings minus the wingtips and thighs and legs, so it's not like there's a whole bunch of small bones like there would be in the spine or the neck or anything like that. So I'm relatively safe with leaving that all in there in my mind. Gonna be a quick one tonight, chat. I was talking about, I was thinking I was gonna carve a pumpkin today, and I'm putting that off till Sunday. I just didn't have it in me tonight. Thank you for all the lovely raids, though. We got 2 raids today. Do I have a lemon? I have some lime. I'm reconsidering that. I think it's going to be too much for the rice tonight. Do I have any more MSG? I do. My little shaker has run out. My cache of MSG. over on the stove. I'm gonna flavor our rice up here. Garlic powder. MSG. Salt. And pepper. A little freeze-dried basil. Zoom left, zoom right. Do you still call that pumpkin gumbo? I'm not going to be offended if you do. I am wishing that it was a little bit thicker than it is. I maybe should have done the taters. The chicken sort of threw it off a little bit. It's going to be gorgeous with the rice, though, so I'm going to live with that. Let's switch to a proper serving spoon. Photo time. Hey, Cosmic. Yeah, it was a bit of a quicker evening tonight, despite making a stew. Hopefully you had a lovely finish to your work week, Cosmic. Nice. time to kick up your feet and take a rest. Yeah, we'll just go in with the rice and some sausage here to start. Quite a bit of chew on that sausage.
Chefia one wiggle, Chefia one wiggle, Chefia one wiggle.
Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you for that resub. And that means I need to get your vote on the Discord on what barrel-aged cocktail I should be making around the middle of next month. Actually, I think it's actually going to be on the 15th. Yeah. Mixing aging will begin on the 17th. Down here. Negroni. Bourdain's favorite. Which is quite amazing because for a mix of drinks, like, it's like nothing in that I want. Well, gin, but in general, there's nothing in that list that I want. But together, they're just amazing. You gotta make sure that they actually have fresh Campari, though. Gotta have fresh Campari, because Campari is one of those bottles that every bar has. And they use, like, rarely... Well, if it's a cocktail bar, they'll use it. But generally, they don't heavily use them. And so, it's one of those ones that tends to stay past its due date. Sausage. That was delicious. Alright, folks, I think I'm going to close it off right there. I don't think I'm going to raid tonight. I greatly appreciate the raids that I got tonight. Thank you so much, Elfie. Thank you so much, Lovely Lena. Lovely Lena. Thank you so much for that raid. Greatly appreciate all of you hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this stew. I hope you have a great evening. Good night.